takeaway there. So I did this presentation on Friday to the Eastern Landlord Association, and there's a few too many slides, so I'll rattle through it, but I'm going to talk to you about three things. So the general UK economy update, each one of these things has a graph to go with it. We're going to talk to you about the sales market and what's happening and what we might expect, what we're being told, and the lettings market. So we're going to canter through this pretty quickly. Thanks, Joy. I'm going to watch the timing at the back. So interest rates remain challenging. Who's got a mortgage? Who's now on a higher interest rate? We probably know that. GDP is stagnated. We'll look at a graph, and mortgage arrears are trending upwards. So this isn't great news, obviously, and inflation continues to fall. So that feels like good news. So let's look at some graphs. 5.25, it is still 5.25. Inflation is going down. So will it hit the 2% target? Don't know, but it's vary which inflation rate you use, 3.8, 3.4, depending on which one you use. It is going in the right direction pretty quickly, I would say. GDP, so it says the title is rises, well, only just at the end. So the long-term trend is down. 3 points tend to make a trend. Two upward points may not make a trend. So we'll see what happens with GDP. In terms of the sales market, there are some sort of lead indicators what might happen to price. So demand and supply are those lead indicators. So house price remains stable today. So let's see what these things might tell us. Demand indicated by buyers, viewings and mortgage advances, all of those indicators suggest that demand's going down. Supply is stable, so the number of people coming to the market is stable, but because it's not selling, the stock's going up. So you've got an increase in demand, decrease in demand, increased supply. What will that do for prices? The gap between asking price and the offer price is increasing. So we're kind of starting to see that maybe the asking price that people want isn't what they're getting. So if it's your investor, now might be quite a good time to think about putting some cheeky offers in. But the time for offer to exchange keeps getting longer. I'm not quite sure why we can't fix this, but we'll look at some graphs. So a bit of an upward trend, and it's pretty much flat now. That's the house prices. The number of buyers is falling, downward trends, a couple of upticks at the end, but roughly it's going down. Number of viewings, so people wanting to buy a property, is going down, a bit of an uptick at the end, so we'll see what that looks like. Number of lenders, the mortgage advances, again, going down. And supply, these are new people registering their properties to sell. It's fairly flat, isn't it? I think quite ups and downs, but quite flat. So, but that means that stock is getting higher per branch. So there's more stuff to choose from. There's probably more opportunity to make a lower offer. So the difference between what people put their price highest in the market for and what they get offered is widening. So given those things, you could probably predict that's going to get wider. This is just a bit embarrassing, I think, for the UK. It's like, the biggest increase is the 17 weeks plus how long it takes to sell your property, or at least to get to exchange from offer. It's just quite a long time. It's not, that trend isn't reversing. So that's the summary. House price remains stable. Demand is falling, supply is increasing, the gap is getting wider, and it's taking a long time. The summary of lettings update, different feel to it in lettings. It's kind of more rosy, I would say. Demand is in line with seasonal trends. Supply is stable. Demand still outstrips supply. I can't see that changing in the UK anytime soon. There's lots of demand for our products. New tenancies falling. We think that's because of the economy and just people sticking in their properties at the moment. More agents saw a rent rise. So prices we still think are going up. Less sharply than they were, but they're still going up. Rent arrears and voids, which is key metrics for landlords, are static, so good news. So seasonal demand is okay. Massive swing. So in the summer months, there's a 30% hike in the demand for rent a property, so big swing there, but nothing unusual. Stock levels remain consistent. The number of tenants, people registering for a property, is the same, so a bit of seasonality, but it's kind of consistent. New tenancies falling. Rental price rises. More agents saw a rental price rise than a fall, but a lot of them stayed the same. And the arrears and the voids, nothing to worry about from that perspective. So that's the place that the UK lettings market is at. We can talk about our podcast if you'd like to listen to that, and these are the services that we can provide. Thank you for listening. Okay.